Welcome, welcome to your creative living show with your host, Sherry Queen Sheep Burden. Yes, this week was Fat Tuesday. Yes, on Tuesday, New Orleans, Mardi Gras. To all my friends and family down there in New Orleans, I hope you all have fun. I just want to say welcome, 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 and thank you. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to watch the Creative Living Show this evening. Tonight's show is going to be fun, fun, fun. Yes, it is. I don't know what is going on with me today, but I have just been like on a natural high since I woke up, which is a good thing, right? I haven't watched any news or anything, so I don't know what's going on with the viruses and the whatever is going on in the world, but I have just distanced myself from that today, and I do that on a regular. But I just wanted to say welcome, welcome, welcome to the Creative Living Show with your host, Sherry Queen Sheep Burden. Tonight's topic is going to be about creative businesses. Yes, there's so many people that have businesses that are very creative. And we have my guest tonight he has a lot of different things that he's doing and is very creative. So I wanted to give you all some ideas. So remember, the reason that I have this show is to give you an opportunity to get some creative ideas and maybe try something new. I want to inspire you to live a creative life because I truly believe that living a creative life is also part of living a healthy lifestyle. Finding that creativity in your life, finding something that makes you feel good. And if you can find a business and you're doing this on a regular, just imagine how happy and how you can feel just fulfilled in your daily living. So again, I just want to say thank you so very much for joining the show this evening. Now we're going to jump right into my evening quote. My evening quote is the ground of fearlessness is fear. In order to become fearless, you have to stand in the middle of your fear. Okay? And that's by Larry Rosenberg. So let me say that again. The ground of fearlessness is fear. The ground of fearlessness is fear. In order to become fearless, you have to stand in the middle of your fear. Now, I randomly find these quotes. So, what does it mean to me? What does it mean to me? When I think about that, with all the things that are going on in the world, from political to health to just life in general, challenges and jobs and relationships, there's a lot of fear in the world, right? There's a lot of fear. People are afraid of losing their jobs. People are afraid of catching this virus. People are afraid to leave their homes. People are afraid to trust people, meet people, go on dates, anything like that. It's like fear. Fear is there. So what is it like being in the middle of fear? Standing in the middle of fear in order to become fearless. For example, I would say me standing in the middle of fear of the things that are going on is, for example, say the coronavirus. I'm going to stay in the middle because I can either be at one end where I'm just like, oh, I don't care. I'm going to be careless. I don't care if people sneezing, doing whatever. I'm just going to, it doesn't matter. You could be at that end, right? Which is not a smart end to be in. Also, you could be at the other extreme, which is unhealthy, where you're just afraid of everything. Like, oh no, I'm not even going to leave my house. And if I leave the house, I'm going to have on, the Michael Jackson be in a bubble or something. It's like you can't escape. You're afraid to go anywhere. You don't want to be around people. That's not healthy. So choose to be in the middle. Take a little bit of both those sides, right? Be in the middle. Be cautious, to go wash your hands. All the things that you learn, 20 seconds, wash your hands, learn the little tips, do the things that you know. Don't put your hand on your face or your eyes or your nose or your mouth if it's dirty because you can transfer things. So learn those little tips. Don't be around somebody that's sneezing and coughing. Try to avoid those situations. And then don't you can be a little afraid or just a little like being cautious, but it's not really jumping to that far end of being afraid of everything. Take chances in life as well. Don't be afraid to try something new, do something new. If you're on a job that you're getting headaches every day, you're stressed out, you're getting sick, you can't eat, you come home, you're not feeling well, that's not good. Take that leap of faith. Take that leap. Be in the middle. Say, okay, you know what? I'm afraid of what's out there, what's on the other side, something new. I'd rather be somewhere where I'm comfortable, but still be in the middle and go ahead and take that chance. Step out and try something new. Try to do some research, learn some more, go to school, learn something. There's so many things on the internet where you can increase your education and knowledge in certain areas. There's health coaches, there's life coaches, there's all different types of coaches out there that can help you determine what it is that you're really good at and what is going to make you happy. So again, I'm going to read that quote. The ground of fearlessness is fear. In order to become fearless, though, you have to stand in the middle of your fear. All right, I would love to hear what that means to you. So just leave a comment and let me know, what does that quote mean to you? So next week's guest, I want to just announce next week's guest before we bring on my guest for the evening. It's Brianna Henderson, and she is into photography. Yes, I just had some headshots done a couple of weeks ago. I looked at some of my proofs this week, and I'm looking forward to getting my final versions. So again, Brianna Henderson is going to be my special guest next Thursday. So if you're into photography, another creative being is going to be in the house. So next week, I'm going to introduce my homeboy. Yes, he's another person from VA is in the house. Yes, 757. Yes, is in the house, Garland, Washington. And before I give you a little bit of information about him, besides he's from Norfolk, Virginia, I want you to take a sneak peek at this video so you can just learn a little bit more about Garland. And then we'll come back and I'll give you a little bit more information about him, and then we'll meet Garland, Washington. Stay tuned. Yes, yes. Did you see the amazing work that he did on that piece of furniture? How many people have pieces of furniture that need repair? And we have no idea what it takes to get that done. So I just wanted to share with you like all the steps that it takes to make that finished product. It takes creativity, it takes talent, it takes time and work and effort. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. Also, I shared a little bit about with the artistic, the graphic. We're going to talk about that, how that was done as well. But I just want to introduce you to Garland Washington from Norfolk, Virginia. He went to Tidewater Community College. He's been an entrepreneur since he was a teenager. He has 5 siblings and he is the baby boy. Yes. He's lived in Maryland for about 2 years. He was married for 25 years, recently divorced. You know, we had some topics, we had some conversations about that. He has 4 children, a set of twins. His oldest son is 20 and he has 2 daughters ranging from 20 to 26. And his business is all about creativity. So without further ado, I want to welcome Garland Washington. Thank you so very much for being here this evening.
Thank you, Sherry, for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. So I'm just going to jump right into the video that I shared.
Okay.
And I want to talk a little bit, like, how did you get into, like, the furniture? Or what is that skill called? What you're doing?
Furniture refinishing / furniture repair.
Okay.
And how I got into it was kind of odd.
Okay.
I was actually working at a furniture warehouse, and it was a situation that the manager wanted some pointers on how to handle employee theft. And they said, put it in the Dropbox. The idea is anybody in the warehouse. So I put a little idea in that Dropbox, a little 5-minute speech, and he happened to use it. And so he said, hey, I can teach you how to make fix furniture for your speech. And I was like, wow, sure, I'll take the $2.
And how old were you then? Like, were you a teenager
I was
or
in
20s?
my 20s, and I was in college at the time, and I wasn't going to look a gift horse in the mouth and say, no, I don't want to do that, because I still was, training for my graphic design degree, and I wasn't going to not just say no, you know what I mean? That would be crazy. I had a family and all, so I said, yeah, sure.
Oh my goodness, look at how, and you still doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, that is awesome. And, I talk about that sometimes on the show. Is just, when you're living your life and when you're just open, like opportunities present itself.
Right.
And sometimes, just like we're talking about that fear,
right.
You could have had that fear of like, no, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. I've never done that before.
Right.
And you could have let it go, but look at how it has benefited you.
Yeah.
That's a great skill to have.
Yeah, and I've actually been able to do subcontracting for, before H.S. Gregg went out of business, I had a contract with them.
Wow.
And also I was doing contracting for moving companies, keeping them from going to their insurance companies.
Right.
And that's saving them
my
money.
goodness. So I know we showed you like how you repair furniture, right? Or refurbish furniture. Did you also learn like say couches, fabrics and things like that? So what's the tip on? I'm trying to get some.
Okay.
I'm trying to sell some furniture, but it's the leather, the pleather,
Okay.
and you know how it splits, like in the back of the couch. Sometimes it's a little rip. Like, are there any quick tips you can give to fix that?
No. I'm going to hate to say it.
I have to pay you to come fix it.
No, not necessarily that. It's just that the tip would be, if I were to tell you, it wouldn't work, because glue makes the matters worse. And anything that you put up there, like glue or anything like that, actually makes matters worse. The only thing can truly be repaired is genuine leather, because mostly the retail furniture nowadays is like vinyl or compacted leather. Basically, they take shreds of leather, put it in a machine with chemicals, repurpose it, and then actually turn it into a sofa with a leather plastic film on top.
Okay, hold up. Let's back up. Because you said chemicals. Now, we're all this generation, and everybody now is trying to stay away from chemicals. It's getting
Mhm.
into our bloodstream and causing all
Right.
kinds of things. So when you say it's putting chemicals in our furniture, right? When they make
Yeah.
stuff, so is that like if we lay on it all
Oh
the
yeah,
time,
yeah, it's safe.
getting in our.
I mean, it's far as I know, it's safe. However,
What type of chemicals?
I don't know exactly, but I
Okay.
know most people usually throw away a sofa like that within about 3 years. So I couldn't imagine you getting anything, really bad because it's.
But I never even thought about that.
Yeah.
I would have never thought that they put chemicals
Yeah, they put
in
chemicals
the furniture
on
pieces.
the vinyl you get. All of it's pretty much repurposed leather shreds.
So is there anything like I know some people that want they may get a piece of wood furniture
Okay.
like you had up there and they have to what is it called shellac it or
Yeah,
put things
shellac
on
it,
it.
yeah.
So is there any types of things that you put on it that you need to be like we shouldn't use because it's harmful to us?
Well, I would say that most of those furniture polishes leave a greasy film on your furniture, and it's usually by the time somebody like myself or you try to just repurpose and use it, is usually makes matters worse because those furniture polishes usually leave a greasy film, and it makes it difficult for the.
So how do you know like what's a good one and a bad one to use? I mean, how
Well,
do you?
this is what I tell most people: just use a little damp cloth. That's all. Because most of the furniture nowadays is not really all wood. And if you're getting all wood furniture, you're paying a lot of money. Like you're paying if you get a dining room table that's $400, you can almost guarantee it's not real wood. You're paying $1,000, then it's cherry, walnut,
Wow.
teak or whatever. You're getting the real wood.
Oh my god, that's good to know because I have like I think it's the what is it called? It's the oak.
Oak.
The oak wood, I guess, is very light. It's like this
Yeah, yeah.
color,
Now
like
sometimes
that.
you get
That's like an oak, and
Yeah.
it's really a sturdy. It's 2 bar stools,
Okay.
right? And I think I was trying to sell them, but I might be selling them too cheap. No wonder
Okay.
people were like, "I'm interested in the
Okay,
bar
okay.
stools." Okay, but that oak wood,
Oak wood.
if it's real sturdy, something that's probably real wood. But
Yeah,
a lot
yeah,
of wood, is
yeah. A
probably
lot of
not.
it is repurposed wood. and Some of it, yeah.
I didn't think about that. And then when when I look at the furniture now, I look at bedroom furniture, things like that, that's made out of ceramic. Now, I remember back in the day, it used to cost, a lot. And now it's
yeah.
like so much cheaper. Like, you can get a bedroom, headboard, footboard,
That's-
whatever, for like, $200, $300. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's strange. But now I understand because it may look wood.
Right.
But
Right.
it's not. It's just like you said. They taking pieces of whatever
Yeah,
and
pieces of
coming
whatever.
with things. Wow. Now let's talk about the artistic work that we showed. Like, what exactly were you doing with the mountains and the drawing? What was that? Graphics?
That was just practicing shadings of gray, just basically.
Were you using a tool
I
or?
was using actually an iPad. I was using an
Oh.
iPad and it wasn't an Apple Pencil, but it was a similar knockoff. But it was about the same thing as an Apple Pencil.
Okay.
And basically, there's a program called Procreate, and it's an excellent program for the iPad. As a matter of fact, it's the most popular drawing app on the iPad. Is Procreate.
Procreate.
Yeah.
And it's easy to use
It's
and
very
learn.
easy to use and it's very cheap. I think it's like $10, something like that. It's very cheap and actually a lot of when I say pro, let me use another word, professional level artists, including myself, actually use it to make designs and stuff, and you'll be amazed what you can do with Procreate.
Wow. So Procreate to my son Dominique, because he's into art and stuff, and he just said that he's probably gonna start back drawing and everything.
Okay.
Once school is out, he's in college. But Procreate, that's awesome. Okay, so we got that tool, and that's what you use to create what we saw in that video.
Right.
Wow. And then I guess it has like, I know a little bit like overlays or something. Is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
different layers.
Layers. That's it.
Yeah,
Layers.
different layers.
Okay.
And actually, you can use one layer, or you can just use multiple layers. So it's a situation that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got, I mean, you do so much. So we talked about the woodwork or the refurbishing and repairing the furniture. You have another business where you're doing the graphic design, so
Right.
that includes logo making and all of
Yeah.
that. And then you also just do art where you do a fun art,
Just
and that's
just
called
entertainment.
what kind of caricatures?
Yo, yeah. That's the caricatures. Yeah, I haven't done the caricatures in a little while, but I just.
Oh, well, don't mess me up. So everybody, Garland is going to do a caricature of me. And I guess you can go ahead if you feel comfortable doing it
I feel
now.
comfortable. I'll start now.
And he's going to start now, and I'm going to continue to interview him, but he's actually doing this in-house right now.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm just going to share a little bit, did you do anything for New Orleans? Like, did you get to go anywhere Fat Tuesday?
Actually, no, I didn't actually. I didn't even realize it was Fat Tuesday because certain times of the year, I'm kind of like busy doing other things. But that's pretty cool though, Fat Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah. New Orleans Mardi Gras. Have you ever been to a Mardi Gras?
No, I've never been on Mardi Gras before.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I haven't been either, but I have been to New Orleans and it was really, really fun. The other thing I wanted to ask is, with this creative businesses and things that you're doing,
Okay.
how has that benefited you in life? Like, how has that been a positive thing for you?
Oh, well, I can tell you for one thing, it actually kept me from just being bored. I mean, because it benefited me financially and as well as benefited me just being able to be more of a people person, because being an artist, you spend so much time alone.
Yes, that's true.
And I spent hours and hours alone, and if I want to make some money, I had to talk, right?
Right, gotta meet people, gotta try to
meet people,
So do you have, like, when you, I always wonder, because I do photography a little bit and dibble dabble and some other things, and I just want to know, do you have a portfolio or anything like that with all of your work?
Yeah, actually, I have a Behance portfolio.
Okay, and what is that?
It's a website that Adobe has that you could post your work for free.
Oh, could you spell that? What is that again?
Behance, Behanc.
Okay, Behance. Okay,
Yeah.
and that's something on Adobe, so it's almost like, I guess, like those the images where you can upload your images to Pixabay or a stock photo, and then okay, so they have a place where you get for artists.
Yeah, for artists. Yeah, exactly, for artists. And is a website where you can actually just post your art for free.
Wow. And then it goes out, and then you can kind of get people to purchase it, or
get people to purchase it, and you can sell it.
Okay, that sounds interesting. So that's Behance.
Behance.
Behance, everybody. Behance. If you have any artists out there, your kids, why do you think, I know back in the day, art class used to always be in the school system, right? That was you had art class. How do you feel about nowadays where they're limiting art class? They're taking that out of the schools. They don't have, that designated like art.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, I think it's kind of a travesty because with art and as well with music, it's taken away from the creative spirit, because a lot of times if you don't have opportunity to create, you'll do something, let's just say, that's not too great.
And that's because, I guess, with the creativity, it's like an outlet, right?
Right,
I always say that creativity is like an outlet to express yourself. And a lot of artists, if you don't have a place to express yourself, especially young kids, then they're kind of like hounding that all in or holding it in, and then they explode and express it in other ways, and it may not be a healthy way.
Bingo.
Yeah, so you need that creativity. You need some outlet to express yourself, even if it's just writing. Right?
Even if it's just writing or whatever.
Right.
And
so do I need to smile? Oh, you already got
No,
smile.
you got
Sometimes I find it amazing when I get caricatures drawn and you don't have to like really keep still.
No, right, exactly.
So what is it that you're looking for when you're doing, I know you're looking for like big features, I guess, things that stand out.
Yeah, big features, and not so much the big features, but the features that actually make the person.
And what are those features? I know the eyes is one.
The eyes is one. and usually the teeth. The teeth was another
Oh,
one.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the teeth, the eyes, and the hair as well.
Teeth and the eyes, and then the hair.
And then the hair.
So the nose doesn't really.
Yeah, the
doesn't
nose
matter?
come in, and the nose come
I mean,
into play
unless
too.
you got a very distinguished nose.
Right.
You know, but oh my goodness, because I always wondered the difference. Like, how do they artists that now does everybody that can draw caricatures,
Mhm.
do they necessarily know how to draw, like, you know, like what is it called? What's the other thing called? Just
still life,
still life.
regular art. Yeah, I would say
Okay.
yes, but
Okay.
it's a situation that a lot of artists, they specialize in a certain thing.
Okay.
They
Okay.
have a particular specialty.
Okay. So how did you learn how to draw caricatures?
Basically, from drawing real life, like, because when I was in college, I actually had to draw still life and draw people live. So
Mhm.
from that, I actually said, you know what? The average person don't want a lot of drawings just if you sitting there drawing them for 4 hours. They want something quick and fast.
Yes. I always sit down for the caricatures. It's like every time they do it, I'm like, oh, caricature, I like those. So now this is going to be kind of, I got to throw in something a little off, like unexpected. But as an artist,
Mhm.
now, you know, every time I see something on TV or they have shows and stuff, you, as an artist that's learning and going to school, they always have to do nude people. So did
Mhm.
you have to do that
Yes,
too?
yes, I did. I had to draw people.
So
like that.
what was the, what did that feel like in class, like when people were doing that for the first time?
Well, I just took look at it like a doctor would look at it clinically.
Okay.
You know, this is just somebody just there, and I actually had to figure out how to get their features and the muscles and the bones and etc.
Right. My uncle was an artist as well, and that was one of the things that they were saying is that learn how to the muscles. It's almost like almost like a doctor.
Yeah, almost,
When
yeah,
you're
exactly.
looking like, okay, let me check out. I know they do like a little square, like they do like make some lines, like you do
Yeah,
in art,
yeah,
and then you do
exactly.
a portion, and you know, so it has some mathematical
Yeah, it has some
thing,
mathematical
right?
to it. Yeah.
Some math to it, and wow. And so at the time that you started the furniture, you said you started that in your 20s. How long have you been doing like drawings?
Drawings pretty much, I'd say since my teenage years.
Okay. And what sparked that?
You know, I wondered that myself because I remember the first time I would realize I could draw when I drew it, and updated myself, the Encyclopedia Britannica.
Oh my
And
God.
I drew in them, and my mom spanked me for drawing in them, but then I said, oh, I could draw.
You drew in the encyclopedia.
Yeah, I drew in them.
Oh, I thought you said you drew this
No, I
encyclopedia.
drew in them, and it was brand new set. 'Cause you remember back in the day.
Oh, I
they used
know.
it was expensive. They were
Yeah,
like
no.
the computers back in the day.
I remember somebody coming to the house. This is
Uh-huh.
a throwback Thursday item. I remember people coming and selling the encyclopedias at the house. And I
Okay.
remember us purchasing the set of encyclopedias. Yes, but I actually remember drawing the edges of the encyclopedia, like
Uh-huh.
on the shelf. I remember
Yeah.
drawing that. And then my uncle, who's also an artist,
Mhm.
he actually had me sit down
Okay.
when I said I was interested in drawing. He said, okay, and he gave me a Converse, like one of his Converse high top sneakers. And
Okay.
he sat it up there in front of me, and he was like, okay, draw this shoe.
Oh, wow.
And that was the first thing that I actually, oh my God, I wish I would have, I still had that in a frame,
I know,
because
right?
it taught me how to be detailed.
Yeah, exactly.
And so he knew what he was doing. It was like, hey, draw this shoe.
Uh-huh.
And I thought that was so interesting. And so what is one of your, I guess, your most valuable pieces of work that you've done? And it could be furniture, or it could be a drawing,
Oh, wow.
or graphic design.
That's a good question. I don't even know what each one it is.
It's probably the caricature that he's drawn tonight.
Probably so. Probably so.
So it looks like he's almost done. So we're going to take a look at
All
that.
right, here you go.
All right, and you can show it to the audience
All right.
here. So here's a little caricature of me, everybody. I think that is so cute. Oh, I got my little music here. Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah,
oh my goodness. Thank you so much. That is awesome. That is awesome. So I'm going to, is there anything else that you would like to share with the audience tonight about, your art, your business? What what you got coming up? What are you working on now?
I have a Redbubble store, and the Redbubble store specializing. Excuse me, 1 second.
Mm-hmm. Somebody want another caricature drawing.
I know.
Go ahead.
Somebody want another caricature drawing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I actually have a Redbubble store, and I actually have in the metro area Virtuoso Leather Repair.
Okay.
And I actually repair leather. This is where the beginning of the discussion we was talking about the leather. That's why I know, because I studied up and know exactly how to identify every type of leather there is.
Wow.
And if you have any furniture that's leather/pleather, I can let you know whether or not it can be repaired or replaced.
And could you say that again with
Virtuoso Leather Repair. And you can catch it at virtuosoleatherrepair.com.
And that's located?
In Temple Hill, Maryland. And I'm basically a mobile service.
Okay,
I can actually travel to your site, your work site, home, or etc., wherever.
Okay, and what about your graphic design? If somebody wants to get some logos
or
anything.
Graphic design, just email me at Washington and the number 1 and the word artist at gmail.com, and then I can give you all the details.
Okay, great. So I'll be sharing that information on the page, on the video, like at the end of the show. I always go back and I'll add some comments in with the additional information so people can get in touch with you. And I just want to, this is so cute. I love getting characters drawn. Everybody has a different look and everything with me. And here is me in the studio. And definitely I want to get your signature on here. And again, this has just been wonderful. And are there any other businesses that I'm leaving out? Because I know there was just like so many different things that you were doing.
No, that's pretty much it. The T-shirts, the leather repair, the furniture repair, and the graphic design.
So you said T-shirts, because I didn't say that.
Yeah, T-shirts was on the Redbubble.
That's the Redbubble.
Yeah, but I'll have to actually send you to the actual link, because there's so many other artists up there. If you email me directly, then I can send you to my page as opposed to other people's page.
Right.
Because it's like a lot of competition. But I wasn't afraid. I said, I'm going to go out there anyway.
Yes, because, your art, everybody has their own design, right?
Exactly.
So it's nothing art, and that's what I love about being an artist and being creative, is that even when it comes to like being a vocalist and singing, it's like, even if somebody sounds like somebody, it's still something unique that's just for you, because it's just everybody is unique, correct? And I think the creativity, as I was saying, is this. It's a healthy way of living. It makes you happier when you're doing something that you love to do. All of us have some type of creativity in us.
Right.
A lot of people think, Garland, that, when somebody says, oh, you're talented, or you have, a gift, I'm not creative. There's people that think that they're not creative. They don't have anything. What do you have to say to those people that they just haven't found their creativity? What is it that you could say to them to inspire them to be creative?
Well, I could say to them that creativity comes in different forms, because some people are like gifted mathematically. And thank God for those people that are gifted mathematically. And I look at all those bridges and we see in tunnels and etc. That is creativity.
Got it.
But they don't see it as that. Or someone who actually does work that doesn't have anything to do with art or making anything. The fact that they're actually functioning and making something on a daily basis, like, for example, somebody said with a cashier is not creativity. It's creativity to some degree, because you got to know how to deal with people. I mean, it's all type of ways you got to be creative. And I tell you what, dealing with people is a creative skill in and of itself.
It is. You have to be creative on how you handle things.
That's right.
And definitely dealing with people, you have to use some form of creativity.
Yes,
You're using
exactly.
that. So you're right. Yeah, everybody has creativity, and that's a good thing. And it's even better if you can find something that try something new and different.
Yeah, try something new and different, and then see whether or not you can make some money out of it. I mean, because at the end of the day, it's all about the bottom dollar. I mean, you know,
find something you love to do, just bring an income in. And I know a couple of people that are actually as part-time, like they've been gone to school to learn how to do workshop. They're going to workshop. Some females as well. You know, they're actually frame makers. People that's into making frames and everything. They're doing it, and they started with a little class, and now people are asking, can you frame this picture? Can you create me a frame?
Yeah.
You know, so it's all different forms of creativity. Again, I want to say thank you so very much, Garland, for joining me this evening. If you don't mind, I'm going to scoot over to my creative corner, which is right here. Okay. And you can have a seat and enjoy. Right. I normally have my my event for tonight, or my song for the night, is something that, you know, because I just been having a great day. It has just been a lovely day. It's really been a lovely day, a lovely week. And it's, you know, Fat Tuesday and Mardi Gras and parties and everything. And we had, you know, our creative Garland here tonight and doing my caricature. And I have all my little festivities here for New Orleans. Yes. So I hope you all enjoy the song that I have chosen for you all this evening. Lovely Day by Bill Weathers. When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurt my eyes, and something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. Yeah, a lovely day. Listen. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, oh, then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. Yeah, a lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, and when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, but what I do, I look at you, yeah, and the world is all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. Yeah, a lovely day. A lovely day. A lovely day. Thank you so much for joining me this evening on your Creative Living Show with your host, Sherry Queen Sheep Burden. And remember, to believe it plus see it equals create it. Peace and blessings. A lovely day. Lovely day.
Thank you for joining me on your Creative Living Show with your friend Sherry Queen She Burden. And remember, creative living gets you where you're going. See it plus believe it equals create it.